Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sierra, and this is part 3, right? Part 3 of Sean Cameron. So this is season 3. In season 3, Father Figure part 1, Emma tries to get him to go with her to see Shane. He's like, I got class. Or not even class. He's like, why can't we do this like on the weekend? And we know that Emma ends up taking Craig. And you got the look. He helps Emma with her protesting, with taking down her flyers. And that's when Manny walks up in her iconic outfit. And he looks at her. He looks at Emma. He's like, I'm going to go. I'm going to go take down some more flyers. Right answer. He said, I'm not even going to touch this. I'm just going to go. It's too much for me, damn it. Moving on to Gangsta. He tries to call Emma at the beginning of the episode, but she's not answering. He's feeling really left out. And it's been a month since Simpson was diagnosed. So the Emma Nelson residence is, it's chaotic. And he feels very disconnected from his girlfriend. Tracker brings home a girl and kicks him out. Was just like, hey, go do something else. Go get some pizza or something. I want to hook up with this chick. At school, he snatches Toby's pictures back from Jay. This is him and Jay's like first introduction to each other. And later he gets a D on an assignment and Simpson snaps at him saying like, oh, next time, what did he say? He was like, spell check would be very useful. And that's when Emma's like, it's the chemo. I'm sorry. Like he started chemo. Everyone's spiraling. Everyone's like, on edge. By the way, did you call? He's like, no. And he ends up trying to plan a night with her, and she says yes. At the locker, he's at his locker, and he sees Jay and his goons busting the vending machine. Jay and him make eye contact, and Jay hands him the candy bar. Later, literally right after that, he ends up going to Emma's locker to hang out with her for lunch. And Simpson comes up to him and Emma and says that he is going home early. He's not feeling good and that Emma needs to come home right after school. So they can't even have their date. The next day, he fixes Jay's mistakes in auto shop. Which gives him a little bit of credit. At first, they were like, trying to mean mug him. Sean's like, I ain't got time for y'all shit. Okay. In class, Raditch takes him out to ask if he saw who busted the vending machine. Sean immediately gets defensive. And ends up getting a target on his back because I keep telling you, Raditch is a product of his time. Like, and he's so annoying. Like, literally. Raditch tests my patience every single time he's on the screen, I swear. And later right after he confronts Jay outside of school about the vending machine. And outside the office, Jay says that Sean is nothing but a big baby on the inside. And then he reminds Sean about what he did in Sega. And he tells Sean that he needs to hang out with his own people, not geeks. The next day, Sean offers his services to fix Jay's car. He is now part of the crew, really, and he helps to go clean up the ravine with Emma because they said they were going to spend time together, and that's how Emma wants to spend time together. And Jay's like, oh, go clean up the ravine instead of hanging out with those cool kids or whatever, delinquent. And while they're cleaning up, they stop and they end up making out, but they end up getting caught by Kendra. And Emma's like, oh, well, let's go back. He's like, why does it matter? Like, if anybody pays attention, like, and she's like, it's just uncomfortable. He's like, well, you don't ever want to do anything with me. Like, we never do anything. Like, it's like, I haven't really gotten connected with you because like your own world, everything's going on, and I get that, but I feel like I'm on the outskirts. And she calls him pathetic, which I hate Emma for. And he ends up leaving with Jay to steal stuff for parts all around the school because Jay needs he needs a lot of work done on his car. And so they end up looking around campus for things that they could sell to get money for parts. And he mentions Simpson's laptop. Yeah. The next day, Emma asks to talk to him, but he says no. He says he has got nothing to say. Emma was going to give him a picture of her, and it was going to say, like, love Emma. But she, obviously, after that, she's like, I'm not doing that. And against all odds, Emma eyes his hickey when they bump into each other. Sean tries to be a badass in class. He's very annoying. Whatever. No one cares about Sean. No one cares about that man. And this charming man, Emma asks him and Jay's crew about the missing equipment. He spots Emma at the dot and tells Emma to go away when she catches Jay stealing. In the car, later in the car, Jay confronts her about snitching. Well, he pulls up because this is when Emma started to get with Chris. And so when they're walking, Jay pulls up on them. And Sean's like, just, Jay, stop. Like, this is just not worth it. And Jay and her go back and forth over her not minding her business. And she's like, well, stealing is wrong. Like, you're going to get in trouble or whatever. Like, is it really worth it to steal chocolate? He's like, chocolate? I don't know. But stealing a laptop. Because remember, Simpson's laptop was missing. And that's when Sean's like, Jay, shut up. The next day, Emma follows him in the hall, and he knows that she's following him, and so he ends up she turns a corner, and he's like staring right at her, and he calls her out on it, and tells her that what he does is none of her business. Later, officers search Jay's car, and he calls Emma out on it. Pretty much, he spits on her shoes or spits by her shoes. After getting 2 months of Saturday detention. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Moving on to Accidents Will Happen Part 2. He talks to Liberty and says that Amy dumped him because at some point he was dating Amy. That's what the kiss on his neck was. It was from Amy. Anyway, not kiss, the hickey, but you know what I mean. He tells her to move on from her crush on JT. And that's when she starts to develop a crush on Sean. Yeah. And JT notices it. Because even Sean notices. He's like, Liberty's being really weird. And JT's like, you need to be brutal. You need to, you be honest with her. Because she's not going to get it. Okay? This is the episode where she dressed up like she's in Greece. And she's like, oh, I'm edgy. He's like, Liberty, you're about as edgy as a butter knife. At the end of the episode, he tells Liberty that the dude that is part of Jay and the Goon squad, the one black dude in the do-rag, never given a name, that he likes Liberty. He's like, yeah. He said that he likes how you said, I forgot what the words were, and then Sean just shakes his head. He's like, I don't have time for this. In Take On Me, this is the Breakfast Club episode. I don't want to dive too much into it. It's a fun episode. But also at the same time, I just feel like if you've seen The Breakfast Club, then you know what the hell goes on in this episode. Also, I feel like this is one of the episodes that almost every single person who has heard of Degrassi is familiar with this episode. They may not know the ins and outs of it, every single scene, but they're familiar enough with this episode. You know, maybe that's just my opinion. I feel like this is an episode where you kind of know the gist of, regardless of if you've watched all of Degrassi or not. And obviously he ends up connecting with Ellie because they're both bonding over their trauma and shit. And he ends up with Ellie. And moving on to Don't Dream It's Over, he stops by to see Ellie after her meeting with Caitlin. He asks her out, but she shows up with Marco. The next day, he tries to edge Marco out by trying to scoot him off of the steps. Ellie's annoyed. Ellie apologizes later to Sean because she was nervous, and he apologizes and says he just wants to get close to her. In It's Raining Men, he is seen making fun of J-Teen at the end of the episode for the commercial, along with Jay. Remember, don't be all up in my fries, dog. Yeah, that one. In Our House, him and Jay are at the mall when they get caught stealing DVDs. Tracker tells him that Jay is bad news the next day. Later, he comes home to Tracker and his girlfriend packing up to move to Alberta for a job. Because Tracker, the person who was supposed to take the job didn't. Yeah, he turned it down, and so they have to move to Alberta. And that's when Sean's like, I'm not going to lose another fucking year because you have to keep moving back and forth. He's like, I'm not going to lose another year. He's like, I'm not doing that. And he's like, well, this is what we got to do. The next day, he tells Ellie that he has to leave, and he's very upset. At shop class, he knocks everything off the table. He's just very upset. And he tells his shop teacher what the situation is. And the shop teacher's like, this messes you up another year. He's like, yeah, I'm never going to fucking graduate. I'm never going to even get to high school because this is 7th grade, bro. Like, he's about to get held back 2 years. So the shop teacher encourages him to sign up for student welfare. And Mr. L, it's EHL, says that he'll sign the paperwork. So Sean agrees to that so he can stay, and he tells Ellie and Jay's crew that it's their house since Tracker is now gone and everybody can hang out together. But he starts to slack off. He's partying. He's not taking it seriously, and Mr. L calls him out on it, pointing out that his projects are unfinished. He has to study, but Jay starts to have another party at the house, and this is when Amy tries to flirt with him, and Ellie checks her ass real quick. I appreciate that, Ellie. Exactly. Put a bitch in her place. See, now that's when you got to put a bitch in her place, okay? If your man is initiating it, then your man needs to, get his ass beat. But if a woman's pushing up on your man and she knows that's your man, and also she knows that he got a whole girlfriend and she right there too, yes, get checked, okay? This is also the party where Amy passes out. Sean tells Jay to call the police. Jay insists that she'll be fine, but Sean still calls. The next day, Jay asks about Amy, and Sean says that she'll be okay. He gives Mr. L the papers and tells him about the party because he's being honest. And Mr. L says that he's not going to sign the papers until Sean proves that he's going to do better. And he promises that he's going to do better. And so Mr. L signs the papers, and he asks if it's okay for him to stay so he can work on his project. Moving on to Power of Love. Simpson calls him into the classroom to discuss his grade. Apparently, he got kicked off of welfare for failing because he got like a 53. Was it a 53? No, the first time it was like a 40. It was a 49. And so he ends up giving him a second chance to finish a project. And he ends up finishing as much as possible, or at least he finishes the whole thing. And he ends up finishing with the 53, which is passing. And Simpson says that he'll always be there for him. And Sean confesses that he stole Simpson's laptop. Before we get a little bit more into that part, how is a 53 passing? If you're in Canada, what is the percentage scale for pass? For your grades? I want to know, because here in America, a 53 is still failing. Like, anything below like a 60 is failing. A 60 is a D. Yeah, please let me know. If you are in Canada, or you've lived in Canada, you've been in the Canadian school system, please let me know. Because that makes no sense to me. How is that not failing? Thank you. Thank you very much for your time. Anyway. Outside, Simpson's car won't start, and Sean insists that he fix it to make it up to him, while Simpson is still pissed, obviously. He reluctantly agrees, and back inside the school, because this is it was one of the dances going on, Sean ends up hugging Ellie, just excited that he's able to be back. He is trying to, fix his mistakes and all that kind of stuff. So that's all I have for season 3. I love you guys. Stay tuned for part 4. Yeah, part 4. All right. See you guys in a bit. Bye. Mwah.